I was packing my Bible caddy. That's what we're doing. And I was going through my gratitude journal. And then I was talking about the importance of journal keeping. And also talking about the importance of keeping track. Hi. Welcome to Navigating the Early Years of Your Career, the Kingdom Way, with Shomabajide Droshola, Wednesday, 8:45. We did this on Instagram Live, and then we bring it all the way back to YouTube. Excuse that. Okay, so today, this quarter, we're talking about the reasons why you're not able to navigate the early years of your career in your current workspace or in the business that you have just started as a freelancer or as a service vendor. And one of the reasons is you are not keeping track. You are not keeping track of your growth. You are not keeping track of where you're coming from. And you're not also keeping track of where you currently are. And what that does is that allows you to, one, shortchange yourself when it's time for appraisals, shortchange yourself when it's time for you to even reflect on your journey so far. While I was arranging my caddy, we're going through these 3 journals. We're going through my gratitude journal, which I've had since, let's see, I've had this gratitude journal since 2020. Look at that. I don't know if you guys clap. 2020, that's how long I've had this journal, and we're in 2025. So that's 5 years ago. And then we're reading a couple of things around what I'd written and then done a year apart and all of that, right? And then we came to my prayer journal, which I have had since... So I've had it. I'm sure I've had it longer, but we did go by the first date of entry, and the first date of entry here as well was the 16th, 4th of 16th. I don't know if that's clear. 2016 as well, and then we talked about the first thing that I'd seen was good on about Daniel and Daniel's trial. First was one of the reasons why you are not able to navigate your early years of career because you're not keeping track. So your organization have had in the first quarter of this year 10 events, 2 events, 3 events. You've not even been called to be one of the key stakeholders of any of the events. You've not even been called to participate. You've not even offered yourself because you're too busy. Nobody calls you. Oh, it's different department. You don't even show interest. You're one of those that don't even know what's even happening in the organization. You when there's problem, they don't even tell you. It is until when the problem has been fixed and when it has happened, it's that you are hearing after gists. Like that's where it's not even just whatever it is, that's when you're hearing because you're not even involved. The reason is because you're not keeping track. You are not able to track to see how involved you're not evaluating yourself. So what that means is you need to start keeping track from today. Journals are not just books. So yeah, I usually don't like, you never find, for the life of me, you never find burial or birthday book. Say maybe it's for families. If it's families own, yes, but I don't go to pattern because I understand the importance of keeping journals. You need to get into the habit of keeping a journal and writing how you have participated. Because when it is time for appraisal and when it's time for you to ask for that salary increase or ask for a promotion, you don't even keep your calendar. You don't even remember what you have done, how you have done it, how you have participated. You don't even offer value. You don't even pay attention or become interested in what is happening in the other departments. You're cutting yourself short. You would not navigate smoothly. The second thing that I then talked about was, as a Christian, because that is what we are and that's what we're talking about here, you need to go and learn how to study your Bible and study the characters of the Bible, especially in the Old Testament. Who, for example, Daniel, Joseph, Esther. You need to, if you take your time and study these characters, especially Daniel 6, understand how Daniel's colleagues in the government affairs could not find any corruption or anything against him. They could not find any negligence. They could not find any corruption. He has not been collecting bribe. He has not been harassing vendors. Oh, because I gave you a job last year, you have not given me any cuts back. Won't you buy me any amper? Can't you see it's my birthday? They can't even find the pen or the spoon from the king's house in his house. Finally, it said in verse 5 of chapter 6, they decided that the only thing we can find to all these men is against is God. Even the king recognized Daniel's value. Does the king of your workplace or of your organization or even of your area in your community see your business, sees you as valuable? Do they? Because the Bible records in Daniel that at the slight lights of daybreak, the king hurried. He didn't say he walked. He didn't say he stood. He said he hurried to the gate of the lion's den and said, Daniel, the God that you have been serving, has he saved you? And the first reply that Daniel responded back was, may the king live forever. I don't know about you, but it was me. I'll first of all fight and say, what happened? Why are you asking me? Who asked you a question? What is it? Why are you asking me? Daniel still had a forgiving heart after spending the night in the den and still paid his respects to the king and then answered him. Daniel still had a forgiving spirit. Daniel still turned around and paid his homage to the king. Paid his homage to the king and still went ahead and answered him. Do you have a forgiving spirit? Do you forgive your boss every day? Do you forgive anybody at your workplace? Do you forgive your customer? Do you forgive your staff? Who do you forgive? Or do you just go nudging, carrying the grudge of last year into this year and say that person, don't go to that department if you see what they do there? Hey, what happened? Did they look in Lion's Den? They didn't. One of the reasons why you're not able to navigate is because you don't have a forgiving spirit. You have to have a forgiving spirit. You have to. Make sure you're not found being corrupted. Make sure you're not negligent. Make sure you're adding value. Are you trustworthy? And then do you have a forgiving heart? And are you keeping track of what you're doing? Journal. You don't only journal your goals and how much and your visa appointment and everything. Journal. What did you do? What did you learn? How more can you learn? Why didn't they give you that role? What did they say you should go and learn? Are you noting it back? Are you noting your feedback? Are you noting it down? Those are the reasons for now that you may not be able to navigate your early career years. My name is Shioma Bajde Joshua, and please join me on Wednesdays, 8:45 a.m. on IG at the Shiom BD for early career years. I spent 1 hour already sharing lots of gems, having a good laugh, and of course arranging my caddy with those that came on live. And this is just like, this is like a quick summary. It's not the la creme of the la creme. Don't miss the la creme of the la creme on Wednesdays. See you there. And make sure you share this video and comment, okay? And tell me, what do you think? Who else is your other favorite character in the Bible that you like to study and emulate when you are at work or in business? Till I come your way again, remain blessed. And remember, you can be promoted. You can make it. All you need to do is just read your Bible and apply what you hear on the pulpits, what you hear on Sunday, what you read in the Bible. Apply it to what you do at work. It would be smooth and God will always give you the wisdom. Till I come your way again, take care. Bye.